What's going on? Going through some soundtracks. If you remember just a few videos ago, I had a unboxing of Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3 soundtracks together and a 2-disc set that I got from La La Land Records. Had a few comments on that video, and one of them is a guy that's been watching me here recently and been commenting on every video, and most of the time he comments on, he's the very first comment I get. It don't matter what time I upload the damn thing. I upload at 6 something in the morning and he'll be commenting first. And that's Tampa J, and he said the cool soundtracks that he might track them down and get them and everything. And I said, you know, I've got lots of more. I don't have a ton, but I do have, you know, some good ones. And I said, would you like to see them in a video? And he said, sure, why not? You know, let me see the soundtracks, G. So I'm doing this for Tampa J. And we're not doing these in no particular order. First one is a few that I did get from La La Land Records. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They got some good stuff there. And over the years, you know, growing up in the 80s, one of these movies, this one right here, and had 24 tracks on it. There's a lot of different stuff on this soundtrack, but it's mainly just music, except for the very last song, and that's the song that's at the end of the movie, you know, and it's a good song. That's why we call it song. Commando, right there, yeah. This music on this is just badass. I always liked it. James Horner does the music for it. And I think the name of that song, Someday, Somehow, Someone's Gonna Pay. Yeah, that's the only actual song on it. Everything else is instrumental. There he is on the back with Jenny. And this is one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Right up there with T2 and what else? I don't know. T2 and Commando and Predator. That's the one. I couldn't think of it. Got some other scores and stuff here. This one right here, I can't remember where I got it at. I actually thought it was the soundtrack at first, but I mean, it is the soundtrack, but I thought it was the music from the damn movie, but it's a score too. It's Devil's Rejects. Sorry about the glare. It's just the way it goes when you got these damn cases and stuff. There's the back of that one. And I picked it up really cheap. I can't remember exactly where I got it at, but great score. Had to add it to the collection there. Now, next up does have some music to it and some rap music. I be liking some rap music, you know me. And this is Everybody's Got a Dream, Hustle and Flow. I love the music on this soundtrack, and I love the movie in general. I mean, it's just a great damn movie. There's the back of it. This one's probably got about 20 tracks on it. I mean, it's got a lot of different things on it. You got DJ, the guy that does the damn is in the movie as the rapper. He's really good, and he actually rapped on 2 songs. And you got Al Capone, and you got who else we got on here? 8 Ball and MJG, and just a little bit of everything. Little Scrappy's on here, T.I.'s on it. It's got some good stuff on it, and I showed this probably in an update not too damn long ago. It's been within about the last year that I got this soundtrack. It's really good. Next up, I know what you're thinking. Right after Hustle Flow, I'm going to go into a score. Another James Horner score, Titanic. Got this really cheap at a Goodwill one time. I be liking some Titanic. I can't help it, man. There's the back of it. You got some Jesus, I can't even say her name. You know what I'm talking about? Celine Dion. There you go. Oh shit. Does this, you know, the main song to this, and then there's other stuff. Oh man. make you want to shed a tear. Titanic, good movie, good soundtrack. This one's a great movie. I love watching this from time to time. Great 80s actor I like in it, Kiefer Sutherland. It's Pump Up the Volume. It's a really good soundtrack. Oh, God. You know, getting old really sucks. And on the back of CDs, I should have worn my damn reading glasses because I can't really see half of the shit because of the way the lighting is. But Pump Up the Volume is a great movie. It's got a lot of it's like punk rock. There's a few different things of punk rock in it, and Concrete Blondes. I'm trying to read it now. Liquid Jesus, The Pixies, Above the Law. It's even got Soundgarden, Sonic Youth, Cowboy Junkies. My eyes are adjusting now, damn it. Pump Up the Volume, great soundtrack. We're going to get into some horror stuff. I know that's what you're looking for. This is what I just recently got. Friday the 13th Part 2. It opens up, and there's Part 3, the score from Harry Manfredini, the mother-freaking god of horror music. Just, he is the shit right there, Part 2 and 3. Next one up is another one that a score that I got from La La Land Records too a few years ago, about 5 years ago when I got this. Trick or Treat. Really good soundtrack too. I love this damn movie. And you know, I don't even have it on DVD. I had a burnt copy. I think I still got it. And I used to watch it on Halloween, but this past Halloween, I didn't get around to watching it. And I really need to get this on Blu-ray. Great anthology. It's got some great music for the score. Man, getting into some horror stuff now. Then we got this one. I got this one. I can't remember where I got this. I think I got this one at a little place called Cheap Thrills. It's Freddy vs. Jason. There's a lot of metal and shit on here. Let's see. Kill Switch Engage. You got Mushroom Head. You got Hatebreed. You got Slipknot. Seven Dust. It goes on and on and on. Lamb of God, Typo Negative. Good stuff here if you like some metal, baby. Freddy vs. Jason. Straight out of Compton! Right back into some rap. As soon as I watched this movie, I had to get the soundtrack. And it's got stuff, of course, from NWA. Who else? And Eazy-E. It's got a few other things, too. Funkadelic and stuff like, it's got Snoop Dogg on here, and the Parliament. I mean, it's got some good stuff on here too. Some funky stuff, man. Get down with the chicken. Funky. Right there, straight out of Compton. That's a great soundtrack, and I just got that within the past year or two. Another soundtrack that's real good, underrated, is Juice. Tupac's first movie that he was ever in. And this is a lot of older stuff, because I had this on cassette tape back in the day. It was like 91, 92, something like that. And it's got stuff like, let's see, Teddy Riley's on here, Eric B. and Rakim. You got MC Pooh. You got Too Short. You got EPMD. You got Cypress Hill. You got Salt and Pepper. You know what it is. If you grew up in the 80s and the early 90s, you be knowing this shit, G. Back to some horror music. Tales from the Hood. Yeah, I just recently got this one the past year too. A lot of these I just got recently. This has got some more rap and stuff on it too. You got the Wu-Tang Clan. You got Spice One. Trying to read this. This one's kind of hard to. MC8. You got Gravediggers. Oh, good stuff, man. This is a crazy ass movie too. Tales from the Hood. There for a while it was out of print on DVD, and I got mine for like $3 at a flea market, and at the time it was going for like $40, $50 online. But now, of course, Blu-ray released it, and it ain't probably worth shit no more. But I still love the movie. I still love the soundtrack. There's the back of it. And we're going, yeah, I don't know why I got this. I got it, it was really cheap. Oh, it's got a little bit of everything. It's got Wallflowers. It's got Puff Daddy on it. It's got Rage Against the Machine. Foo Fighters. I can't talk. Green Day. Got a little bit of everybody. It's Godzilla, the soundtrack. And God knows this movie really blows. And I got it real cheap. I think I got it at a Goodwill too. probably for like $1, not much more than that. Yeah, definitely ain't my favorite Godzilla movie, but I got it for cheap, and who knows. They got Puff Daddy on here before he was P Daddy, or P Diddy, or whatever he is nowadays. He's changed his name so many damn times, doing music over top of a Led Zeppelin song. So, you know how that is. Next up, back to the horror. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Now, I got this off of Scotty Slasher some time ago. He sold it to me. I'd like to get all of the Nightmare on Elm Street. That would be pretty cool. If they even released them all like this. I don't know. I'm not really for sure. But it's got the Goo Goo Dolls. It's got a few of theirs on here. And Johnny Law and Iggy Pop. Stuff like that. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Ain't much on the back of that one. And this other one, I don't really like the movie either. But I got the soundtrack. It was real cheap. Daredevil. TV series is good on Netflix, but I don't really care much for the movie. But it's got Fuel, and it's got, let's see, Moby, and 12 Stones, and Evanescence, and just people like that. I haven't really listened to this in a long ass time. I got this real cheap too at a Goodwill. Sometimes at the time I was just getting some soundtracks, no matter what the hell it was, I was just picking it up. So that explains that one. Next up, Coffee soundtrack. Yeah, baby. Get your funk on from the 70s right there. Pam Grier, great movie. This is my favorite Pam Grier movie all across the land. Coffee. That's all I got to say about that one. Coffee is the color. That's the name of that one song on here at the beginning. If you ain't seen Coffee, you ain't living, baby. And this one, I got all these. I got these from La La Land Records too. A few years ago, they had them on sale. I got it like $5, and it's the music from Cabin Fever. Pretty good movie. I think they made a sequel. I'm not for sure. I think they did. I never seen it, but this has got some pretty cool ass music to it. I really enjoyed it, and I got it on there real cheap. They had them on sale. I think it was like $4.98. I remember at the time. There's a few of them I got on there. This one I got on there too. I think I actually paid about $10 for this one, and it's got about 26 tracks on it. It's like 71 minutes. Night of the Creeps. You don't see this anywhere you go. Like I said, La La Land Records puts out stuff that you just ain't gonna find anywhere else. I guess they get the license somehow, because you normally wouldn't see this shit. And if it did come out a long time ago, it went out of print, and now they put it back out. And the next few that I got here are all Quentin Tarantino movies, because I love Quentin Tarantino movies. I don't give a hell what you say. I love them. You just gotta either love them or hate them, I guess. First up, Pulp Fiction. Yes, Pulp Fiction, baby. That's got a little bit of everything on it. But the thing is, on the Quentin Tarantino movies, he actually puts skits of the movie in it too, and that's why I love the soundtracks. But one of them on here, what's that one? Son of a Preacher Man, Dusty Springfield. Great song. And there's a few other ones on there that's not that great. But Let's Stay Together by Al Green. Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang. You know, stuff like that. It's Pulp Fiction. You ain't never seen Pulp Fiction, you ain't living. Just like that other one right there, Pulp Fiction. Next up, of the Quentin Tarantino movies is Django Unchained. This was a great movie. I don't care what people says, if they don't like Jamie Foxx. I never really cared much for Jamie Foxx either, but when this movie was really good, and this got a lot of different things on it. It's got some instrumental stuff on it, and you know, it's even got some rap in here. Excuse me while I pick my nose. It started itching. Shit. Don't judge me. This one actually even opens up like this. Pretty good. It opens up that way. But yeah, if you ain't seen Django Unchained, you gotta see it. And it's got some great music with it. And there's a song on here that's really cool. It's got James Brown in it, and it's remixed, and it's got Tupac rapping and shit. Really cool stuff that they put together for this. I think Rick Ross is even on this one. Yeah, he's on a song on this too. So Django Unchained, that's another Quentin Tarantino movie. This is a great one too, whether you like the movie or not. I know some people that don't care much for the movie, but I love it. It's Death Proof. Kurt Russell's in this one. This is really good. This has got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff. It's got T-Rex on here. Joe Tex does that one song. There's a lot of them. I know the songs, but, you know, Eddie Floyd, the Coasters, shit like that. Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mickey, and Titch. I think that's what that says. For Becky. I am blind as a bat tonight. I need to get some freaking glasses. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That's Death Proof. Next up is another great Quentin Tarantino movie. It's Jackie Brown. Another Pam Grier movie. Oh, what's the one group on here that's got the most? Foxy Brown's even on this damn thing, if you remember Foxy Brown. Grassroots. Then there's some skits and stuff. Johnny Cash is on this one too with Tennessee Stud. I was going to say Texas Stud. Bill Weathers. Who is she? I mean, who is he? And what is he to you? That's a great song. Here's the back of that. Next up is his very first movie ever, Reservoir Dogs, that he directed. You know, he wrote a few other ones before this, but I don't have them. That's Natural Born Killers and True Romance. I don't even know if they have the soundtracks of them, but these are pretty easy to find, and this is the very first one I think I bought when I got his stuff. Hooked on a Feeling. Little Green Bag is probably the best. Everybody knows that out here. Stuck in the Middle with You. I think that's Steely Dan's song. It doesn't even tell you the name of the groups that does them. It just shows you the freaking things there, and that's it. And last up, another Quentin Tarantino, The Hateful Eight. This music is freaking awesome. And there's actually at times it's almost like I had it playing one day when I first got it, and Jentastic was outside smoking. She come back in and I had it playing. She's like, "Which horror movie is this? This sounds like a horror movie," but it's not. It's The Hateful Eight. There's a lot of blood and shit in it. I guess you can almost consider it kind of horror a little bit if you ain't never seen it. And you're missing out big time. It's a great Western. And just like with some of his other movies, you gotta love them or hate them. A lot of people think they're too long. I don't want them to end. And that right there is my soundtrack collection. I haven't bought none in quite a while, but there is a lot of movies that have soundtracks that I want. And I guess I'll have to add to them sooner or later. But right now, that is my soundtrack collection. Should we call it part one? I don't know. It'll probably be a while before I get any more soundtracks, but you never know what you run across. So, till next time!